What is up, guys? It is Aaliyah the Star. Welcome back to my channel. It's been so long since I did a video of this account. On this YouTube channel, but it's been a while since I did a video. I haven't been posting in 7 months, and I am so sorry. And as you know, here's my new hairstyle. I have not showed you guys my hairstyle. I've been using it since October, which was, I just started sophomore year, and it's been going really good. It's actually almost ending soon. It's like literally January already. It's going by so quick. And 2026 just ended too, so which is happy really late New Year. I am very sorry, but today I will be talking about all the things that happened at when I was a kid, okay? And I know I've did this several times, but we're not gonna be talking about how, the bullying, because I already told y'all in the video, I already told y'all. So this time I'll be telling y'all the things I didn't tell y'all. Well, that I didn't tell y'all in my previous videos. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. So, I already talked about how I was 8 years old. Okay, so I went on this bus. Yes, I'm talking about the bus drivers first because, I always gotta talk about it. I've seen kids get kidnapped on their bus, when they pass their bus stop. When, bus drivers pass their bus stop and all that and they don't get off. Yeah, that's what happened to me, okay? That's what happened to me when I tried to get off the bus. And let me tell you how that happened. So, after school, I was just getting on the bus, and yes, I was in Lincoln by 3rd grade. This was in 3rd grade. I went on the bus that was literally kind of like my bus to, go home and all that, and I was on the right bus, okay, with literally my actual, bus stop and all that, so yeah, I just got on the bus, he drove. I don't know if it was like a bus it was like a bus substitute, or it was my actual bus driver that just didn't know where he went. I'm just gonna say it's a bus sub. So we had a bus sub. He drove to people's, drop-offs. He did. And then he went into my stop, but he let everyone else off except me, which I kind of don't know why he didn't let me off, because it was weird. And I just, felt really not included, because, why? Wait, no. He pulled up to my house. He parked his bus onto my house. And I was going to get off the bus. And then he said, oh, no, you can't get off the bus because your dad's not outside. Hello? Am I supposed to not get off the bus when I'm literally a second away to my doorstep? So apparently he said, oh no, you can't leave the bus because your dad's not there, and he told me to sit back now. I literally just sitting up and all that, and then he just said, oh no, you can't get off the bus. And then he drove off with me still in the bus for 30 minutes straight. 30 minutes. He had to go pick up all these middle school children that I did not know. That got me freaked out because I did not know any of these children at all. I did not know these children. I did not know any of these teenagers, especially if they were they were still kids. One of them was 12, 13, something like that. All that this bus driver didn't let me off the bus. Kept me on the bus, just kept driving to pick up all the other students that I did not know as a 3rd grader. And these people were 7th and 8th graders. What the hell? You don't just let a whole 3rd grader stay on the bus, grab the whole middle school that I don't even know, and then drive to their drop-offs, and then with me, a 3rd grader, on the bus. Hello? That's kind of weird. Then he pulled up to my house again, the second time, and I kept getting off. I kept getting up. He said, no, you can't get off again. I couldn't get off. Seriously, I could not get off the bus. He wouldn't let me get off. I don't know why. And he kept driving. And he kept driving to drop off all the other middle school students. Then it finally let me off the bus. Just as soon as the third time. The third time he had dropped off all these middle school students, put me back into what? He had driven back to my house. Finally, one of my dad's friends came outside to come and get me from the bus. Because this bus driver kept driving with me on it for 30 minutes straight. Like, I got out of school at like what? I think 2? Yeah, 2. And then I was still in there at like 3. That was like almost an hour, 30 minutes. Like, how do you let a whole third grader on the bus for 30 minutes straight? That's just really weird. But I am safe. I am perfectly safe. I am okay. I was not in danger. None. Well, almost kind of, but not in danger. I am fine. But I'm pretty much safe. But yeah. Let's talk about my 4th grade year. So I had a boyfriend. Don't mind it. I had a boyfriend in 4th grade. I am so sorry, but I did. Alright, I did. But he was in 5th grade. Okay, I was in 4th grade. And we were just in couples, holding hands and like kissing and all that. We don't really kiss in school because it's like not okay to do that in elementary school. So we had holding hands and just walked, and then we kissed when school has ended. So yeah, he rode the bus home. Well, right, he rode the bus home. Yeah. So this is how it all started. So when I still had a boyfriend in 4th grade, I had got a call to one of the principals, I think, that called my teacher, told my teacher, "Oh, Miss Spur, you have to ride the bus home." So like my dad, I guess, had another car problem when I was in 4th grade. So so our car still had a problem. I don't know why. We still had that great car at the time. We still did. I don't know why my camera keeps like shaking and all that. It's kind of weird. It never has used to do that before. It's just always stayed still and all that crap. It's just stayed still. It's like all like this now. Like it's like this now. I don't know what happened. But yeah, like I was saying, my teacher told me, "Oh, I had to ride the bus home because my dad had another car problem." Okay, and you see how it's like spinning around again? That's not what I want like that with my camera. But that's okay. I'm gonna just hold it still. So I've had to make it still. It's still doing it. Okay, well, I'm just gonna forget it. Yeah. So she told me that, "Oh, Aaliyah, you gotta ride the bus home today because your dad's car isn't working." So okay. So I said, okay. That's pretty simple because I can ride the bus with my boyfriend. Well, my ex-boyfriend. Because he's my ex now. We broke up in 5th grade. So I broke up when I was in 5th grade and he was in 6th grade because the reason why we had to break up is because we had to go to a whole different school and he had left me behind. But I mean, he was a 6th grader. He's too old to be in elementary. But yeah, at the end of the day, we kissed. Yes, we kissed. We did our little smooches and all that. We went to the bus. We went over to the bus gate at school after school. And then I was just waiting for, my bus, right? And I just thought that the bus was like the 6th grade bus. My bus was the 4th grade one. It was not no 6th grade bus. But, so look. I asked the guard if that was my bus. She said, yeah. Okay, so I got on the bus, right? And then the bus driver drove me. And then, I got on the bus. And there was a whole full of 6th graders on the bus. So, like, I was like, what? And then I just didn't care, and I just sat down. I didn't really care, so I just didn't care at all. Like I really did not care. So the bus driver drove. Then and then I was on the road bus. But look, don't worry, because they actually knew where I actually live in. They knew that I lived behind MLK, which is, yes, to drop me off there. You could actually still drop me off at MLK because I live there too. I live behind MLK. I also live by Emberwood, which is, I go to 2 different bus stops because I have another bus stop right over there by Emberwood, the other one by MLK. So I can just do 2 bus stops. Like that doesn't make sense. That doesn't matter which one. So yeah, it don't matter which one. At least I got myself home in this house. Yeah. So I was safe. Don't worry. I was clearly kind of like actually on the right bus because I actually had my bus stop drop off, that was my actual like bus, I think, but it's like a 6th grade bus, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, that was the whole 4th grade thing. Also, I did get a Valentine's for 4th grade. I did get a chocolate bar. I got a flower, but it was like a chocolate flower, and I ate it. And then he gave me like all these Valentine's Day stuff, like these candy, the chocolates and all. And I literally had a whole Valentine's, and it was just really nice of him to do that. But yeah, that was my 4th grade situations, On to 5th grade, because 5th grade was just the worst. No, it wasn't the worst. 6th grade is even more worse, but 7th grade is actually even more worse than that. And like 8th grade. 8th grade's worse, 7th grade is worse, 6th grade is worse, 5th grade is a little bit, kind of good, but like it's worse. But let's talk about it. So, I'm gonna just talk about how, when I almost got into when it was almost the end of school year. So, okay, on the 23rd of May of 2021, it was my birthday. Yes, I had a birthday. And we celebrated my 11th birthday that day. And I'm pretty sure. And then 3 days after my birthday, I got sick. So, okay. Because look, 2 days after my birthday, I had got goldfish, soda, velvet cake, and all that. I ate all those up, by the way. And then it was like 11 o'clock and I had to go to bed because I had school tomorrow. Okay, but let me just tell you. After I, went to bed. Then after I went to bed, I woke up at like 6 in the morning, throwing up. I threw up when I woke up, and I was like, oh my god, I just threw up. And I still did not care. I had to go to school because I did not want to stay home, but I had to stay home. But here's why though. Here's why I had to stay home. So, I got ready for school and all that, just, did my little thing. Had my dad drive me to school, all that, It was primer sample, just to drive me to school. It was just, a normal day, But then when he dropped me off, I felt like this. Like, I felt ill. Like, I didn't even feel good at all. But I still wanted to go to school because I needed to learn some education and all that, But I was sitting down on like the like the little like like those yellow lines where you have to like line up when COVID-19 was still here. We had to line up in those little like yellow lines and all that, when because I used to get dropped off by the gates of like the buses and all that because I don't even know if we had bus stops. I don't even know if we had buses at the time, but I think we did. But but it was just like I had to sit like on the yellow side of the line just for like the other students to come to school, and then we would go to class. But let me just say it. So when it was all the students, we had to line up to go to class, right? So I was like, I was feeling really ill. I did not feel good. I walked really slow, but it was okay because I walked really slow. But then I was still feeling kind of good. But I just when we got in class, okay. Everyone had to wash their hands, because they needed to get rid of the germs and all that. You don't want no germs spreading through your arms and your legs. It can get on your legs too, on your hands, your fingers, your body, and all that. Yeah, it can get everywhere. Your arms and your like hands and all that. Yeah. Everyone had to wash their hands because you need to get all the COVID-19 germs out of you. So yeah, we washed our hands. We did have masks in the school. Yes, we did wear masks because we couldn't wear we couldn't take them off. So yeah. So when after everybody had washed their hands, it was my turn. All right. So I just put my hands. Sorry, I saw stars. I'm sorry. I had saw stars. I am so sorry. It was my turn to wash my hands. So I grabbed soap, and then I just scrubbed them, and then I washed my hands. Right. When I was almost done washing my hands, I threw up again. Wait, no, it was when I turned off the water. Yeah, it was when I turned off the water. Because I washed my hands and all that, and then, yeah. Don't mind my dad listening to music in the background. It's just kind of weird. But, he's supposed to be listening to his church music. Yeah, he goes to church now, apparently. Apparently he goes to church. Apparently. back to what I was saying though. I was washing my hands with soap. And then I turned off the water, grabbed the towel, dried them off. But then it happened again. I threw up. And I threw up in the sink right after I washed my hands. And then the entire classroom stand right behind me. The entire classroom, like the whole classroom. And then the teacher, Mrs. We're saying Mrs. Wait. I don't want to say like no, they're like names. I don't want to get like sent to the counseling office and all. I'll just do it. Mrs. Crisp, or whatever we call it. I don't know. But yeah, my teacher's name was Mrs. Crisp. She came up, she saw me throwing up, and then I had to like go to the office or the nurse's office. The nurse's office was actually like in another room, and like it was like in another classroom, But like, I had to go to the whole like nurse office and all that, and then I told her that I threw up, and then I kept throwing up while like going in, like no, actually the nurse came to pick me up and all that, and then I told her if I wanted to go to the bathroom. I told her, she said yeah. Then I had to hurry up though because I didn't want to like take time, so I went in there and then I had diarrhea. Yes, I had diarrhea, which means if I get sick and I threw up, that means I have diarrhea. So I did have diarrhea, which was not good. And then I went into like another classroom, which was the nurse's office, and then I kept throwing up, but I didn't throw nothing up. Like nothing came out. I was just like this, like I was just like that, and then I fell asleep while like my parents was getting called and all that. And, you know the thing is, I fell asleep, and I was still here at school. I was still there at school. By the way, the school was called Roosevelt Elementary. I was in Roosevelt Elementary by fifth, sixth, fourth, second, first, kindergarten, TK. So yeah, I was in all those, so like the whole life until like middle school. But yeah, so I fell asleep. I told her what time it was. She said 10 o'clock, it was already 10 o'clock. Which was crazy because I had got sick at like 7 a.m. Well, I mean, at 6 a.m. Then at 7 a.m. I went to school, threw up again, and then I went to sleep for like, wait, okay, let me count first, guys. So I went to sleep for 2 hours at 7, because at 7 I went to the nurse, threw up, and then I went to sleep until like 10, which was 2 hours of sleep. She told me it was 10 o'clock. Okay, and then I guess my stepmother came to pick me up because she was now finally there. And then, unfortunately, here was the one problem of that. Here was the one problem. The problem, since it was almost the last day of school, by the time I couldn't come back at all. I couldn't come back. Like, I couldn't come back because it was like almost the last day of school and all that. Like, the school year was almost over. I could not come back at all. And just, like, don't make my hair a mess. I have been scratching it a lot, and I keep messing it up, and I'm sorry, but well, I mean, I'm not scratching. I'm just like, it just gets like this every time. It's not washed, not like it's just dry. I don't know, but yeah, like I said, the nurse had handed out the paper for my stepmother to sign because I wasn't going to come back for the rest of the school year. Which is, I don't know why, because I'm supposed to be happy for the last day of school. I'm supposed to be happy for like my 5th grade year, because I'm like, oh, what? I can't come back? Like, what? But yeah, basically, I threw up and all that, I just like, then going home, and my dad got mad because I stayed up all night. It was not the phone, though. It wasn't even the phone. It was what I ate. He got mad because I came home early because of the phone. But it was not the phone. It was literally what I ate. It was goldfish. It was velvet cake. It was soda that I ate. It was all those things that I did that I have ate or drank. But yeah, got mad, but he didn't get mad no more. He gave me this long water bottle, right? Drank it all in 2 seconds, and I threw it back up. Like, how do you throw it back up in 2 seconds? How do you drink it in 2 seconds, and then 3 seconds later you throw it back up? That makes no sense. But yeah, it just kind of got to the point for 5th grade. But let me tell you, June. So June 1st didn't get kicked out. It was great. I did not get kicked out of school, which was great. June 1st, I was like, my hair was kind of like a little messed up by the time I went back. After like a whole week or about almost a week that I got back, and I did not get kicked out, which is great because I was safe. And then I just realized all my books were all organized and all that for like before like the last day had ended, or the last time before it came. But yeah, for June 1st, good, did not get kicked out. But here is the one problem about June 2nd. This was June 2nd on a Wednesday. It just got to the point to where, okay, so yeah, I came to school with a bun in my hair. I think it was like a bun. I don't know. I think it was like this, but I think it was like another ponytail or something like that. It was two ponytails. I don't remember. But yeah, I came to school with a blue shirt, and I was how happy. I was feeling better. I was just so excited for this June 2nd. We were actually about to be watching a movie, probably. I think, yeah, we were about to watch a movie because like it was an exciting thing. We had to watch a movie and all that, like all that good stuff, But before we were doing all that, before we get to do all of that stuff, including me in it, the counseling office came in, gave me my award, which is up there. It says May 2021, right? Or it's elementary. So, yeah, she gave it to me, but she told me to also give my stuff. Because I was getting kicked out of school. For no freaking reason. I literally just wanted to go to school just to feel really mature on my last day. Just to watch a movie. Just to go home. Just to get kicked out. What the hell? Like, it did not make sense at all. Just did not. Because that did not make sense. But the more thing of make sure is it did not make sense at all. I had to go home. Like, what? Like, that did not make no sense. But, yeah, so. June 2nd, I did get kicked out of elementary school. So, yeah, that was just the more example that I got kicked out of school. Alright, yeah. That's all for 5th. I want to talk about 6th grade because it was even more worse. Actually, I don't even think we can go by 6th grade. Alright, there's only a little bit of details that I'm going to just say because, but I'm not trying to talk about the one in, because I don't want to, I don't want to get, terminized or blocked on the internet, So, yes, I did have mainstreaming in 4th grade. So, yeah, 4th grade I had mainstreaming and all that, I always have mainstreaming, I also had mainstreaming in 2nd and 1st grade, which is I had mainstreaming in 6th grade. So, I went to another classroom, right, which was a full 6th graders. I was in, English class by that mainstreaming class, right? So, yeah, I'm just there until before lunch, before, 11 o'clock, before lunch, just to go back to my, special education class because, I'm in a regular classroom now. Because they want me to be prepared for a regular classroom. So, yeah. I'm just good over there, just going back, and what the fuck? I don't want to turn myself on the freaking internet. Sorry for, I might have to cut that. I had to cut that off, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but, yeah, like I was saying, 6th grade was kind of great, but when we were going to go on a tour to Rodro, I was going to take my phone. Well, not this one, because I didn't have this phone at the time. I had the iPhone 11, but I didn't have this 12. I didn't have the 12. I had the 11. But my sister had took that phone, so I did not have it. So then I had a Samsung phone. I had an Android phone that I was going to take on the field trip to go to the tour at Woodrow so I could post stuff on the tour, right? And then she asked, "Oh, can I see your bag?" See my bag. What? And then I just gave her my bag. And then she looks and there's my phone, my charger. Yes, I was going to take my charger too because in case my phone's probably dead. So, she took the charger on my phone, put it all in the box. She put it in the green, green little slice thing. Just for me to not have it on the field trip. So I couldn't take my phone at all, and I had to leave without it. Which sucked. So I didn't get no pictures, no none. I had no phone with me. Like, what? But yeah, it was just kind of weird and worse, you know? Oh, but I'm gonna say this though. I did go to my first time of history in 6th grade, which was in a different classroom again, with the same exact class that I told you before. It was my first time there, right? And then I had wrote a note of an appropriate thing that I said, like a really weird sus thing that I said. It was way inappropriate and conversational. I don't know, bro. I can't say these words, and I don't know. It's gonna have nobody understand when they have the CC texting on and all that. But yeah, it just got to the point that I said an appropriate thing, and then these three saw it. The three saw them. They saw what I wrote, and then they told the teacher, and I just blamed it with Jolly. I'm not even supposed to say her name. I probably gotta cut that clip out too. I blamed it on that one girl that had really like a little bit of messy hair, but like I blamed it on her because like so I didn't get in trouble. So I wouldn't get in trouble. But the teacher believed them, but not me. So she emailed my special education teacher, went back to the classroom, and then my special education teacher told me to come here because she had talked to me about what I wrote on the note. Not like the school notes, like not like the school notes and all that. Like you had to write like some notes in school, like for like education. No, I wrote about something inappropriate, and that was like in love, like relationship and all that. And I did not want to say it because like I don't want to get terminized on the internet. Like I said, I want to get sent to like the whole counseling office just for like something like that to happen, you know. But yeah, that is all. And then she called me dad because she knew I was gonna get in trouble, but I did not get in trouble. So that was actually great because my dad actually blamed the teacher for what I did. I don't know how my dad believed me because that's kind of But yeah, that's it for 6th grade. 7th grade is even worse, and 8th grade. Just to tell you that. So 7th grade, I actually have a picture of myself in 7th grade too. Let me plug this. This is charged. I actually have myself in 7th grade as well, and don't look at what I'm saying on my glasses because I don't want to get terminized. Like I said, we're gonna go to my 43 account. I'll leave 43. I have myself in literally 7th grade. I think it was. Oh no, I think I have to go all the way to my oldest one. Like all the way over here because it has all my like 7th grade stuff on here. Okay, so what happens? Okay, so I have all the pictures of me in 7th grade. I have a lot of them. Okay, so here's me in 7th grade. Yes, I still had the black. Used to have black glasses on. I used to have these black glasses, and they had like pink on them, but they unfortunately broke due to me getting hit by a volleyball that day, and they broke, and now they're gone. So yeah, those are gone now. I also broke the green glasses that I used to have too at like 5th grade, and they also broke, and I had got those ones, and then yeah, they broke. So, but yeah, this was me in 7th grade with the durag. Me with the blue backpack and like the coolest shirt y'all will ever get because like I love it. And I did not have no necklace on at the time. This is how I have it on now. I still have this on. I've been having it on for a whole while. But yeah, that was me in 7th grade. Let me show you another picture. So this is me posing in 7th grade. Oops. This is me posing in 7th grade. Oh yeah, I can show you this one too. This was me also in 7th grade. This is me just posing. Me posing. Because, I gotta pose and all that, Then, there's a video of me, like, just doing this at school. Showing my body, my outfit, and all that. I have a video of it, and I'll show you guys right now. Yeah, here's the video. I got it right here just to play it for y'all. Like, let's just go ahead. That was just kind of too embarrassing because they said, "Oh, okay, period." Like, what? Like they were like 7th or 8th graders. I'm pretty sure those were like 8th graders that were saying that, or 7th graders. I don't know, but that's according to the fact, you know. Oh, and also one time I had left my school computer of 7th grade in the car hot, and then it wouldn't turn on because I had left it in there, right? And because I thought it would be a good idea just to leave it in there, like for a challenge and all that. Then I grabbed it out of the car to go to, this house, to the apartment. I grabbed it out of my car, and it was hot, but it would still work because it would still work. So then I turned it on. It was not working. It was not turning on. So I kept clicking it and all that, clicking, would not turn on. I had to go get a loaner. I had to get a whole loaner in 7th grade. A whole flipping loaner. I had to get a whole loaner on Monday. Yes, because Monday. Yeah, it was Sunday when I had that thing on a hot car, and then I tried to turn it on. It was not turning on. So I went to the library to tell them my computer was not turning on. I told them it was charged. They said, it wouldn't turn on. So they had to give me a whole loaner for about a whole month until getting me a whole new laptop, because me getting a whole new laptop was like a whole loaner. Don't mind my arms being skinny. I've been in PE for a lot of times. I'll talk about those foggy day schedules things soon. But right now, yeah. So that just happened. But the other thing is, these are the glasses that I had on, and I still had them until somebody took them away from me in my freshman year, because I don't have them no more in my house. They took them to their house. They left them there. They're staying there. They are there with them forever. They took them. These were the glasses that I had on until I got these ones. And yes, I was wearing a whole, it was really sunny outside, super sunny, it was really super sunny, you can obviously tell. But yeah, I have some pictures of me. Oh yeah, well, no, I cannot show you that because then, I don't want to get traumatized, like I said. But yeah, I had all these other stuff in 7th grade and all that, and then I just had more stuff. But yeah. Oh, I gotta tell you something about this one thing. This was before 7th grade had ended, right before that. I'm so sorry, I have to get this because my computer might be dead. So anyway, like I was saying about, so 7th grade I had passed out. I had a brain contrast still at 11, and then 12 I had it until April that I had started passing out and all that. It was on a Tuesday on April 4th, 2024. I mean 2023, not 2024. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. It was 2023. I was 12 when this happened. And look at me when I was in the hospital. I was literally passed out. Look at my eyes. They were all pale. Look how they were. They were pale. They were super pale. I was all pale. I only did this both. I was just all pale. Did not know what was going on. Did not know where I was at. I mean, I did, because I had my eyes open the whole time. I passed out with my eyes open. So, I mean, because I didn't want my eyes closed. And I didn't even want to die already. I never want to die. And then this is me being all shocked because I'm where am I? And then I had the Band-Aid on my little other finger that I had on, and it got off, But and I still have these glasses, and me with the braids, And then I just felt really weird, and I just don't know where I was at. Then I had got some blood pressure, which was on, I'm pretty sure it was on this arm. It was on this one. Wait, was it? Which one? Yeah, it was on this arm. And, yeah, and then I had to leave it there for a whole hour. This was at 9 o'clock, and I had to leave it there until 2 hours later. I was in the hospital for how long? 3 hours. 3 hours. I was in there for 3 hours, which was crazy, because 3 hours is just too long. But, I'm okay now. Oh, and then the results that I have. Hold on, let me show you these results. Hold on, where are they at? The results I have them. They're literally right somewhere over here. Oh yeah, there you go. So the results came back onto the thing. So yeah. So yeah. So excuse me. Not this one. This one's just kind of like a little bit of regular stuff. And then this is like the autism spectrum disorder pediatric, to where, let's see, it includes a autism spectrum disorder ASD, it's like ASD. So I do have ASD, which is, yeah, that's what I have. Includes a group of developmental disorders that affect communication, social interactions, and behavior. So that's how my behavior is. I'm kind of like, the condition starts in early childhood and continues throughout life. Children usually do not outgrow ASD. So that they do not outgrow this out. I don't know how this happened. Yeah, so let me see. What are the causes? The causes is the exact cause of this causation is not known. Most experts believe that ASD is caused by genes that are passed down through families, which is currently the fact. I don't know. It could have been something else, but But yeah, this is the results right here. So it came back with a CT brain WO contrast, which means my contrast is gone. It's not here no more. It's not in my brain no more. It's gone. Like, I lost it at 12. So yes, I've had a contrast in my brain for like a whole while. When I was a baby, I had it when I was born, and then at 12 I had started losing it because of passing out that day. So yes, this was on the 5th that I got the results, and the reason for the exam was ALOC, which I don't know if it was like some, I don't know. I don't even want to say it on this freaking YouTube channel. I don't even want to say it on here. It was like a ALOC, and then the thing, it would have been something else, but but look, this right here. What is that? This right here shows like speak in full sentence, which is I do speak in full sentences. So then, yeah, this one right here, I do have imitation. This is been treated imitation, to where like I'm imitation treated. And then sudden falls for no reason. Yeah, so I'll probably sometimes have sudden falls and like some other ways, because I will be sleeping. I will like fall asleep every time. That means I will have sudden falls for no reason. Dazed behavior for a brief period. Yes, so that, I don't know what that is, but that's just whatever. But yeah, those were my results to a 13-year-old. I mean a 12-year-old, not 13. I was 12 when that happened. But I'm not gonna tell you about who I hanged out with, because I don't know. I don't want to do that. 8th grade. It was just more the faculty of what's it called, and I'll talk about like who I was hanging out with in 7th grade in the next video. But oh my god, I'll get you on. 8th grade was even worse, sir. I do have a yearbook of it though too. So, man, get it. I still have the 7th grade one too, but I don't want to show you because it's just more worse. Here is the 8th grade yearbook. Yes, I graduated in 2024 of middle school. I'm about to graduate on the 28th, 2028. So yeah, this was literally like my whole life. Like, it just changed. It changed everything. It did everything that I could just for it to go way back then. Because then if I didn't, I would have to stay in this. There was me in a there. What is that redness? What? No, it doesn't even matter anyways. Is it on here too? Oh. It's on both of my elbows. What the hell? Anyway. This was me in 7th grade. 8th grade. Let me just show you. I can't like show the whole thing, because like, I have to like show just me and all that, This was me in 8th grade, doing my little little drawings, So yeah, it was just me in like 8th grade and all that, and I just did like how I could. But it just certainly happened, that day. Oh my god, why am I coughing so much? Anyways, yeah, this I was in track in 8th grade. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, in like 6th grade, I didn't even make it through the team in 6th grade because what's it called? This girl name. Oh, you know what? We're not even gonna call her by her real name because I can't even say it on here. I cannot. But let's see. So I was on the track team in 6th grade. I just tried out for track in 6th grade. So yes, I tried out, ran through, like the mile and all, like the meters and all that, just to get ready for like the first track meet in 6th grade. I was gonna go to the track meet in 6th grade. Just to find out I did not make the team, which was stupid. So somebody had their name switched out from my name to their name. So that was really stupid because that was just too much for them to do that. Like, hello? Are you like slow? Because like that's kind of weird that you had to do that in the first place. But like, yeah, that was the whole part of it. Where is track at? I'm pretty sure track's in here somewhere. It has to be here. There you go. I was not on this one, but I was on the other one right there. I'm probably gonna have to show you right now. Let me just do that real quick. Oh my god. I don't want this video going out like a whole hour, because then I gotta like wait like an hour for this video to post. What is it at? Here, I'm gonna go all the way to April. Okay. Hold on. I gotta scroll all the way up. And then, where's it? Okay. This was me in track. This was me when I was in 8th grade track. In 8th grade track, I was literally just the whole person, being good luck and all that. And look at me posing. Just, here, let me just show just me, because I don't want to, just whatever. We got, like, me right there, because, I'm posing like this. I'm just doing, like, my little pose and all, and I'm just loving that. And I loved having track in 8th grade. Unfortunately, I had to quit it in freshman because my friend wasn't trying out no more, so I had to quit. But, yeah, that simple part of it is 8th grade. It was great. I loved it. Freshman year. This was last year. I don't know if I told y'all about this. Did I? I think I did. Wait, I think I already told y'all about, like, freshman year. Yeah, I told you about freshman year, right? Yeah, I don't think I gotta tell you about that right now. But what I do gotta tell y'all is about this year of a sophomore slump, because that is the worst year I've ever seen. I can't say I'm talking loud because my sister does not live here anymore. She moved out, so she don't live here no more. She don't live here. That's why my dad's pulling out this blast music, because my sister moved out. And he did not do this at the time. He only did this outside. He couldn't do it inside because of baby. The kids were in here still. But yeah, just sophomore slump is the worst because one, I had a boyfriend, but then he just texted me in these cuss out words that just horribly made it stand out. Like, and I just I couldn't I was just too upset, and I couldn't. So look at this. This is what my ex-boyfriend said to me, because we broke up on the 12th of December, which was right before when I went back to making my videos on here. And he said that I told my friends you was dating me, and they thought you was about to spread your legs, not for me, for another N-word, you cheating S-word, A-word, F-word, C-word. Yeah, so I can't cuss. I can't say those words because I don't want to get terminized on YouTube. Like I said, I don't want to get terminized on YouTube. That's why. Yeah, so he said all those, oh my god, I'm itching really bad. Oh, my nose. Hold on, let me cross this. Sorry, I was really itching on my nose. And then he said, wait, no. Yeah, no, this is what he said. He said, so scary a screenshot. And he said, how about you do something useful and talk, you mute F word, stupid F word, and the F word, and then the W word. I don't even want to say that, honestly. I mean, even though it's like a whole word, it's also an F word too. I like the bad word. Then he said, a high body count ain't something to flex. I flex the amount of bodies I have 6 feet under. Fat, F word, C word. Yes, I say fat because I know for a fact. Why do I keep itching? Anyways, and then, oh yeah, I did a cosplay and I posted it, and then they just copied what I just said, you know? And then he said that, I can't believe I wasted time with your S word, A word, B word, when I could have been doing better S word, but I couldn't because after we broke up, you were spreading rumors, you stupid little C word, A word, B word, he. So what he was doing is, oh, so he was just, he wasted my time. And I knew he wouldn't like me because I knew he was joking. Oh yeah, my friend had betrayed me, that's why. And then, yeah, and then in the 10th grade saying clock it. Every teenager says that. Hello? What is wrong with you? And then he said, Aaliyah, I am about to clock this fist across your faces, y'all dumb A word, S word. Ain't shut the F word up. So yeah, that's just really mean. I don't know why. It's just really disrespectful at the moment. Yeah, I'm just like really upset with that. And this will be all for today, I'm pretty sure, because this video has been like 46 minutes. I got it posted like right now, sooner as possible. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my Roblox channel. It's on my description or on my bio. Y'all can go check. Just subscribe. It has about 22,000 views on that video I did. I would show you, but my little thing that I do edits on for my power director does not work. It does, but then there's like a little thing where it's like all like side right there, and I can't really show it on there. So just like subscribe to my Roblox channel. It is literally on my bio. Subscribe to my Aaliyah vlogs. I have not showed y'all that, and I will put it on my bio as soon as possible. And then subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.